I'm not someone new, and this is where to start part 2, the ice biome. Okay, so this is the ice tech web. When you start, this is the only thing you have open. It's the snowball. It's 100. You throw it and you freeze people. Very simple. When you start, personally, the best things to go for, surprisingly, especially for the ice and beach tech webs, not the wood types, but for the terrain. Because when you're making like ice maps, this is probably the most essential part of it. While in the suburban one, you could just make a house. The actual terrain wasn't as crucial, which it is, but it's not as. After you get all these, they're all 100. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. So all the terrain is 1,000. That's a couple decent days. If you don't want to get those immediately, you could also go for the wood, but they're also pretty expensive. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Cheaper than the terrain, but still pretty expensive. After you get both of those things, I'd say go for these three. The other ones are not as crucial. They're good for building, but I use these more for a variety of reasons. So yeah, 300, 600, 900. That's a good couple of days. But personally, so you do that. But if you look closely at the texture, you can see it looks like a stoned thing, like tower. So if you paint like a bunch of them in like a wall and paint a bunch of different grays, you could get out a lot of like medieval night type architecture using these snow ones because they look like stone. They look like chiseled marble. After you get that, I'd say go for the paints. They're good for like decorating, but they're not super essential other than the white paint. Go for the white paint immediately. And like I said with part 1, glowing cyan isn't as essential as these and the. So yeah, we got light blue, blue, cyan, white, pink, light teal. After that, if you can, get like these two, like these three, because the rest of these aren't super essential, because they're more for specific needs. But these three are, I use them super often. They're super useful, just essentials. Now, from here goes on based, goes on based by what you like to build. This stuff is race stuff. As you can see, I haven't bought all of it because it's expensive. But at the end of it, it's a sled, which you can slide around on and just have fun. So that's a good way to go down. Also, grapples, a must do, like a must need for all builders. If you can save for this, after you get some of the essentials, get this. I already have it because I spent too much money on this game, but yeah. Yeah, so after that, we just got the simple ice, not super expensive. Overall, this tech lab isn't super complicated. For an example of a map use, like a thing you could build with all this stuff. This map. This map is majority from the Ice Tech Lab. As you can see, there's stuff from, like a good amount of stuff from the Suburban Tech Lab, which is why part 1 is based on the Suburban Tech Lab. That's your first things you need to get when building. Then you can branch off to base, like, different tech labs based on what types of blocks you like using. But yeah, especially for the ice biome, uh, there's like a cave down here. Dang it. But yeah, there's a cave down here that really shows what you can do pretty well. Like, the icicles that fall down. Like a huge empty cave. Hit a secret area using like gray icicles to make it seem like cracked. And we got like a dead gnome. Because personally, the ice terrain is the best for actual terraining. For like caves and other various stuff. We also got the race set that helps you make races. Plus, like I said, there's a lot of caves in this map. Like, look at this. Like, all the ice stuff is amazing for caves. Plus, you can get zip lines, which are insanely useful for building and such. So, this is what I think you should do on the Ice Toy Club.